I'm the regional sales manager in Europe. We have a very interesting call prepared for you tonight. We have a special guest with us that we will introduce to you a little bit later. We have also Justin Wilson, the Vice President of the European market, and we have our colleague Chris Sipos with us. So let me just start sharing my screen so that we can get this started. There we go. So I hope you can all see my screen. I'm going to get into my presentation and we're going to kick it off. Welcome into the new year. It's been a very, very good year behind us. We have done a lot of good things together. Okay, activate. There we go. So I hope you can see the slides. We have started the new year with a lot of energy, with new starts, with new information as well that we are about to share with you. Some of it now, some of it a little later in the year or even in this month. So stay tuned and watch for any upcoming emails. As I said, so we will start the call, me and Chris, with upcoming events, which is the all the events that are just before us or even in February. So let me begin with the Norwegian event, which is going to take place in Larkollen this weekend. It's actually going to be a leadership training event, and it's for associates. We will have a 2-day training event, hardcore training, we could say. A lot of leadership training, a lot of strategy training. We're going to create the vision for this year ahead together. And of course, it's a great time and great opportunity for the leaders to come together and to exchange some more ideas and plans for this year ahead. The next, or actually, well, you can see on the screen, I don't really need to read the times, but just to be completely clear or visible, the event is going to be starting at 10 and it will be finished at 5 p.m. and on Sunday as well, so Saturday and Sunday, and it will be in Norwegian and English language. So everyone who can speak either Norwegian or English is welcome to join us. We still have some free spaces. The next event is going to take place in February. It's going to be a kickoff event in Stockholm on the February 6th in Scandic Clara Hotel. This is actually going to be an event for new guests as well. So if you have any guests that have not heard about ASEA before, they are very welcome to join us. The first part that will start at 11 will actually be for those guests. And then they will be either able to leave the meeting because it will continue with business training, or they are, of course, very welcome to stay and hear more about the opportunity as well, which is also why we're all gathered here. So that one, it will happen in Swedish and English. Again, everyone who can speak Swedish or English is welcome to attend. And if you want translations, the link for the registration has already been sent out. Please let us know that you would like to get the event in translations so that we can provide translators for you. The next event is right after the one in Sweden in Stockholm. It will be in Oslo. So the day right after, it will be on February 7th. It's actually going to happen in Oslo, right close to the airport, in Holmen Fjord Hotel. I hope I said it right. It will start at 12 and it will go until 6 in the afternoon, so that anyone who has to drive far can also attend, and maybe even those who are attending the Swedish event, they can also come to the Norwegian one. It will also be very open for new guests, so they are welcome to attend that event. First hour and a half actually will be given to explaining the opportunity and the product, and after that, leadership training. Again, the event will be in Norwegian and English, and if you want translations, let us know, and we'll see what we can do to help you out with that. Okay, I will give it on to Chris for his event.
Hey, thank you, Anja. First of all, Happy New Year from my side to all of the ASEA family out there in Europe. I'm so thrilled to be with you here tonight. I had the chance to talk to some of you already, and really everybody is thrilled, is pumped for 2016. This will be a great year. I can't be in a better mood. I just have to tell you. So thank you, Anja. That brings me right into our first great announcement, which will be our officially opening of the Swiss market, which will take place on the 20th of January, followed by our kickoff event in Zurich, Regensdorf, which will be on the 30th. This will be our soft launch, so we'll have a whole great event with packed of good information for you. This will be in two parts, as you can see on the screen. So the first part will, of course, be for your guests and for all the people that are totally new to ASEA, and then we'll have a short break. And in the afternoon, there will be more training, more specifics, how you build the business. So this is also for guests and for the people that decide to join ASEA, but also will be good for existing associates. We are almost booked out. We still have some seated left. So if you want to register, do this today. This will be a great opportunity to also get to know Jörg Höche, which you will hear a little bit later from, which is our new GM. He will join us. There will be also Justin Wilson, our Vice President of European Markets, and of course I will be there, and some of our great leaders that will speak to you as well. So we have a wonderful agenda prepared for you. Take the chance and come and visit us on our soft launch. That brings us right into the next slide, which is
right away. There we go.
Which is our Envision conference, which will take place this year in the nice city of Munich, which will have also our headquarters of ASEA in Europe. So you'll have the chance to see where we are. You'll have the chance to visit the great city. You see a small picture here. It's a beautiful city. We'll be in the Wappenhalle, which is also a very great place. You'll love it. It actually will take place on the 10th of March. We'll have the Ethos Academy with our founder, Tyler Norton, and then we'll have the Envision conference on the 11th and the 12th. But we also have a small, I wouldn't call it a promotion, but a small special prepared for you, because we saw that in the past the Envision conference was one of the most important events that we had, and we really wanted to make it easy for new associates to attend this event. So if you see on the screen here, if you're a normal associate, you have to pay $99 US to attend the whole event. So this will be there will be everything, including the presentations, the trainings, the Ethos Academy. But if you are a new associate to ASEA, so if you have enrolled on the 21st of December 2015 or later, you will get a notice within 2 weeks of your enrollment, and you'll then have the chance to register yourself for a lower price of $79 US. So as I said, we saw the great success of the Envision conference, so this is why we wanted to give your new associates, your new partners, the chance to participate on an even lower cost on that great event. That brings us right into our next promotion, which is our Inside Out Pack promotion. Many of you maybe knew that this was coming to an end, but we saw so great success with this great promotion that we extended it to May 13th, 2016. So this will give you another almost 5 months to participate on that great Inside Out Pack promotion, to get those free samples and the usage guides, so that you can pass those out on your prospects, and kind of this will help to build your business and get things going. So just to remember, you have to be on 150 PV on Autoship, and then you'll get this free 6 sample tubes and this 6 renew usage guides in your language. So this is great. Inside Out pack is prolonged. So with that said, I give it back to Anja. Thank you.
Thanks, Chris. Okay, so the next picture that you can see actually shows a calendar. And the reason is because we are at the beginning of the year and everyone is planning their events, everyone is planning their travels. And now that just gave me something to think about. And I actually also remembered something that I heard. I always like to listen to trainings, to different kind of trainings. And there was this one particular person that was very, very special to me in how he presented, how he saw the world, or his philosophy and everything, how he lives. And one very nice quality that he had was his sense of humor. So I'm going to use his words now to get into the next point here on our call tonight, which is our convention. And so what this gentleman said, his name is Wayne Dyer. He passed away recently, sadly, but he left a lot behind that we can still listen to. And so at one of his events, this is what he said. He said, I am 80 years old. I have a lot of energy. And my wife and I have sex almost every day. Almost on Monday, almost on Tuesday, almost on Wednesday, and so on. So I think you get the idea. And I was thinking that actually made me think I don't know about you, but I know a lot of people who travel almost every month. Almost in January, almost in February, almost in March, and so on. And I know that a lot of people want to travel. And now they can, because we will make it possible. And now the first time that when we went to the US for a convention, I remember we were in San Diego, and there's Disneyland. And Justin, our vice president, took us to this Disney World or Disneyland. The whole team was there. We had a lot of fun. And I don't know if you know anyone, maybe, but maybe you know someone who wants to travel to the US and to go to Disneyland. And now this is not just a theme park. It's actually a place where dreams can come true. There are kingdoms, there are princesses. Everything is possible. Everyone can imagine something more for themselves. Even impossible things get true. You can see Justin here, very strong. And so I would like to invite you into this next promotion with this that we have currently running that can help you also go to Disneyland and experience something together with your team possibly. And you can do this year before the convention. So here is the promotion that we have prepared for you. It's actually in 2 parts. One part is the enrollment part. And it actually this promotion actually stretched through 6 months. And it's almost coming to an end. So we will capture the last part of it now because it's already in the part 3. And that started with the January 2nd, and it will run through February 26th. So now is the time to take this opportunity and to make the most out of it. Now the prizes are very, very intriguing, very nice. You can, in each of these periods, win a convention ticket, 1 ticket to Disney World, and $300 of travel voucher. And how it was set up is actually that if you win all these prizes in each of the periods, they actually add up. So it's not you either win it in the first period or in the second or in the third. You can actually win the prizes in each period, and they add up. And your travel voucher or travel money adds up. So it gets bigger with every period where you actually reach the qualifications. Now, considering that we're already in the 3rd part, the qualifications, I'll go through it in a second, but if you haven't started in the 1st and 2nd period, you still have the chance to win the prizes of the 3rd period. So what you had to do is, if you enrolled up to 6 people, you get the convention ticket, which you can still do. If you enroll 13 people or more, you get a day in Disneyland, you get a ticket. And if you enroll 20 people or more, you have an airfare voucher, meaning we will take you to convention. So you have a great opportunity to travel somewhere and to have fun at the same time. Now, as I said, it comes in two parts, this promotion, and the second part is leadership. So what we want is not only encourage you to look for new business partners that can work with you, that you can have fun together with and build your business together with, but also help them build their business and help them build their business with their business partners. And this is actually then coming in 6 periods altogether. So you have 6 months altogether. So from September 12th to February 26th, when the first part also of the promotion ends. And so on top of the first part of the promotion, you as addition also get the chance of winning cash, meaning the top 20 leaders that are helping their teammates build their associates up to Director 300 will win cash at convention. And it's very straightforward, very simple. You have to, in 6 months, enroll a minimum of 10 associates, and you have to help as many as possible reach Director 300. And then top 20 will be rewarded very nicely at the convention on stage. What will you get? So as we said, minimum of 10 associates to qualify. And what you get, the top 10 associates that will build the most Director 300s, they will get a very nice reward of $1,000 each at convention. And the next top 10 enrollers and leaders that will help their business partners grow to Director 300, they will get $500 each. You will get that as cash, and you can use it for anything you like. You can use it for your team, and you can go to Disney World together, or you can use it for any other fun thing that you like to do. Now, of course, you have to be at convention to collect the winnings, and that is another opportunity for you to have fun with your team. And it's an experience that you will be able to remember for the rest of your life. Like I remember the first Disney World together with our team in San Diego. And with that, I would like to give it on to Justin Wilson, our Regional Vice President of Europe.
Thank you, Anya. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, perfectly.
Fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen as well here, guys. I've got some slides to share with you tonight. Anya, can we see that slide okay from your side? The in-touch call slide? Perfect. Hey, listen, everyone. I want to give a heartfelt greetings to all of our wonderful ASEA partners and associates that are on the call with us this evening. I share Chris's enthusiasm and Anya's enthusiasm for this coming year. I have to tell you, I have not been more excited and more confident in where this company is going than I am right now. Those of you who joined us on our call at the end of the year may have remembered that I was talking about what we were doing at the company at the end of the year. It's one of my favorite times of year where we reflect on the business, we look back, and we complete our plans for this coming year. Well, I'm here to tell you this evening that that plan has been completed, and we are in full running mode, ready to go out and do something incredible this year. For me, 2016 holds a very special time for us. We talked about this a little bit on the last call, but I'll tell you, 2015 for us was really a foundational year where we put lots of things in place. You may have remembered things like our bioagilitics and some of the science that came out around redox signaling. We talked about the company's direction with working with cells and the health of the cells in the body. We talked about so many wonderful things that were really foundational to this company. This year, we are excited with a new plan to drive ASEA into the future. And I'll tell you, I believe that this year is when that will happen. One thing that just the other night we were on a conference call with our founder, Tyler Norton, and he said some things that really struck a chord with me that I've been thinking a lot about lately. One of those is that we truly are in a partnership with you, with our field associates. That word partnership is very interesting because often when you're working with companies or working with different organizations, sometimes there tends to be an us against them mentality. Sometimes there are challenges between those groups. But when we look at ASEA, really, we see our field as the heart of the company. The company may be the lungs, and as we work together, we are able to accomplish incredible things. This year is all about that partnership, and we truly do see each of you as our partners going forward with our plan. Now, this evening, we're going to share with you at a high level what that plan is, because you're our partners, and that is very, very powerful for me. As we work together on this plan, I think we're all going to see incredible success this year. The other thing that Tyler said was that after the board meeting, our board, after we complete our plan, we put it together as an executive team, the board takes that plan in and they all review it. Vertus Norton is there, Tyler is there, Jerem Webb, Charles Funke, all of the board of this company. And as Tyler left the meeting with Vertus, they were talking, and Tyler and Vertus looked at each other and said, guys, this is the absolute most exciting and compelling plan that we have put forth since the beginning of the company. And for me, that is incredibly exciting. I 100% agree. It is an exciting time for us in the European market as well. As many of you know, we have been searching for some time for a general manager candidate that could come in and join us in this great endeavor in the European market. This has been an exhaustive process. We've spent a lot of time talking to a lot of different possible candidates. And I'm happy to announce here on the call tonight that we have engaged a new general manager for Western Europe here. And I am absolutely thrilled that we were able to attract this individual and that he has joined our team. We've been talking with him for some period of time, and he has just started with us here at the beginning of January, and will be joining us on this call. Let me introduce you to our new general manager. His name is Jörg Höche, and Jörg is a tremendous guy. I've had a chance to spend a lot of time with him, both through the interview process, but also in the weeks that we've been together since then. And I'll tell you, he is an incredibly talented and incredibly qualified individual. But it has been amazing to me how quickly he has grasped the vision of what we are trying to do at ASEA. And that, for me, is an incredibly encouraging thing. Jörg comes to us with more than 15 years of experience as an executive manager in the network marketing world. He served as a general manager for an absolute industry giant in France, Great Britain, and South Africa. Has also had many assignments in his career that have given him a wealth of experience in the European market and really on the world stage. Fantastic experience that he brings to our company. He has lots of experience previous to that in the telecommunications industry, among others. He has language skills in English, German, and French, and is an absolutely wonderful and talented individual. Another thing on kind of a fun side note, many of you know I'm a big motorcycle fan. Jörg and I share that same love of hitting the open road on two wheels. So we'll have lots of fun in the future with that as well, I'm sure. But guys, I'll tell you, I am thrilled to introduce you tonight, our new general manager, Jörg Höche. Jörg, are you with us?
I'm with you. Can you hear me?
Very good. Thanks, Jörg.
Okay. Well, first of all, thanks very much, Justin, for this introduction. It sounds much better when you do that than when I do that. And I want to say hello and Happy New Year to all the associates on the call and to the colleagues. And thanks to Anya and Chris for their information. And this will be a Happy New Year indeed. And I think it will be a very fast one and a very exciting year for us at ASEA. There are a lot of things on the plan. There are a lot of things coming up in the next couple of months. But before I go through my 165 pages I have prepared for this 6-hour call tonight, allow me please to introduce myself, to give you a little bit more background information about me personally. I always found it very interesting to know a little bit about the people I'm working with. So let me briefly introduce myself to you. As you can see on the video pic, I'm not 21 anymore. And by the way, you can see on that picture that Photoshop is really a good tool. You can do a lot. You look much better on a Photoshop picture than on video. I started my career in a completely different industry. Many years ago, I started my career in a big international cargo company, and I have chosen that industry not by accident, by purpose, because I was always interested in an international business. I was always interested to meet people from different cultures, from different countries and different states. So I was very happy to get a job there. I worked there as a dispatcher. And after a while, I found out, well, that's very an interesting job. And I liked it a lot, but the money was little. So I had to do something. That was back in the year 1991. My daughter was born in 1990, and we soon found out that the money is not enough to have a family. So I was looking for different opportunities to make more money. And one day, I remember that like it was yesterday, a good friend of mine approached me with an idea. He came to me and said, well, Jörg, I got a solution for our issue, for our problem. I have the solution to make some additional money. And I asked him what it is. And he said, insurance. And I said, no way, keep away with that from me. I cannot imagine to go from door to door and selling insurances to people. Well, as a matter of fact, 2 weeks later, I was at the first weekend seminar. I was still not convinced. I was still doubtful, but I gave it a chance. And a year later, I quit my full-time job at the cargo company, and I was self-employed for the next 7 years in the insurance industry. I was working every night. I went out day and tried to sell these products from door to door. So why I'm telling you this? I'm telling you this because I think I got a feeling of what you guys out there have to do every day. And I know what tremendous work it's needed to become successful in this industry. I liked it a lot, but in 1998, there was a big change in Germany popping up. There was the liberation of the telecommunication market. Liberation of the telecommunication market means up to 1998, only the Deutsche Post was able to sell telephone services and telephone. As from the 1st January 1998, everybody was allowed to do that. And we jumped with our company on that train, and it was a very successful train. As many of you know, I worked at the time in that company, or the company I was running, with a partner, and the business was not, or the business was good, but our partnership was not that fruitful, so we decided to split. And at the time, I received an offer from that telecommunication company we were working for to become a key account manager in their headquarters in Cologne. So I took that chance to change the sides, so go from the field side to the corporate side, and I became the key account manager for Othello, for direct selling companies. One of my key accounts at the time was a company called Amway. Many of you might know that company. It is a big player. It was a big player, always a big player, more than 50 years in the industry. And I really started to like what they do. To make a long story short, 3 years later, I changed again. I became the sales manager of Amway in Germany, here in Munich. Ever since I worked in that company at Amway, and I had several sales positions. I worked as a sales manager in Germany. A couple of years later, in 2007, I had the chance to become the general manager for Amway in France, working out of Paris for many years. And later in 2011, I had the opportunity to get another country on my table. That was the UK. So I was the general manager for the UK and France. And in 2013, the company offered me a huge opportunity to go to a different continent, and that was South Africa. They asked me if I would go to South Africa and help the general manager there to build up the business in South Africa, and I did that. And we had huge success there. So I learned a lot about the company, I learned a lot about the business, about the industry. And those experiences I won't miss again. I really loved what I did. In May 2014, my assignment in South Africa ended, and I came back, and I stepped the next stage of the career ladder, and I became the general manager for 4 countries, which was France, Netherlands, Belgium, and Switzerland. But over the last 14 years, that company has changed. The company became the industry leader with almost $12 billion sales. To deal with this huge amount of sales, the organization, the corporate organization had to change. And I found myself a year later in a situation where I was the general manager of that company, but everything had to be standardized. Everything had to be organized in a different way, in a way that made it not that easy for me as a salesperson to move things, to develop new things, to be creative, to work with the field, with the leaders on the field and my sales team in a way that would be fruitful to me. So I was looking a little bit outside of the company if there are other opportunities, because I was not really happy. And I had a couple of options to discuss and a couple of options to look into. And there were options of companies who were almost 30 years on the market, who were much bigger than ASEA. But in ASEA, I found something which I couldn't find in any other company I was looking into. That was the unique product, the brilliant business opportunity, and the potential ASEA has. Because of this, ASEA started in Europe a couple of years ago, only 5 years ago. And we started with a huge success because of the two elements, because of the unique product and the business opportunity. And as a third factor, what I found is that the income opportunity that ASEA offers is unique in the industry. Up to 50% payouts, that's unique. So I saw these three factors as a huge potential for the company and as well as a huge potential for me to develop, to move things. That's why I said at the beginning it will be an exciting year for all of us. When I started to discuss with Justin at the beginning, we were talking about the vision. What would be my vision if I start that job? What would be my vision for the company? And my vision is clearly to make sure that ASEA will become a recognized market leaders in those countries in Europe we are active in. And that's a promise. We will work on this all together. This can only work when we partner together. This is not something that ASEA or us as a management team will provide. We will have to work on this vision. We will have to find strategies together. We'll have to meet and to discuss. And as a matter of fact, I found that, Justin, can I ask you to swap to the next slide, please? As a matter of fact, I found that my vision, or the vision we shared, or Justin and myself shared, was completely matches with the strategic intent of ASEA globally for the upcoming years. The strategic intent for ASEA for the upcoming years is to become the recognized global leader in redox-based cellular health technologies that attracts and retains culturally aligned associates who desire to share our unique products, business opportunities, and culture with the world. And this is something we can all aim for. And that's a vision. And that's also something not a lot of companies can provide or can offer, a vision. There are a lot of companies making money. There are a lot of companies with good products. But having a vision, combining all this together, that's unique. How can we change, or how can we translate that intent, that strategic intent, into actions? How can we make that vision become reality? I think we must go for a not only product-based strategy, but a balanced strategy. We must make sure that much more people do know about the company, do know about our unique product, and do know about our unique business opportunity. And this strategy, this intention, we will support with 5 key strategies. One strategy Justin mentioned already, and I want to repeat that again. We need to partner. We must partner with you, the field. We must partner with the existing field associates and leaders to drive the enrollments, improve our retention rate, and grow the associate base. and also improve and grow our customer base. The next key strategy is the culture and personal development. We must clearly communicate our company mission, the vision I was just talking about, and values and culture to associate employees, and I would like to add and bracelets also to our customers, and provide opportunities for learning and growth, improving our cultural alignment between the field and the corporate offices. Third key strategy to support our intention is we must make sure that we steadily improve our operational efficiency. And of course, that comes along with that, our financial management, our financial situation. We must improve in all areas. We must improve at customer service. We must improve our infrastructure. We must improve our IT. This is not a strategy for 1 year. This will be an ongoing process. Product expansion and validation. This is not a timeline. This is not a product that we're going to launch new products in a short period of time. We are working on it. As we speak, there are departments in the headquarters working on new product ideas and new product expansions. The fifth strategy is something I was able to gain a lot of experience in my previous 20 years in the industry. That's grow the ethnic markets within the existing markets while preparing for entry into other regions. That's very important. Today, we must consider that there are many ethnic communities in all the countries we are already active in. We have a huge ethnic communities like the Turkish community in Germany, like the Russian community in Germany, and in all the other markets we are already active in. And we must approach those people. Those people have the potential and they understand the idea of direct selling very good. We must find ways and strategies, tools to approach those people and get them into our business. How can we do this? The Rich DeVos, who is one of the co-founders of Amway, and that company was founded in 1959. Amway is today the industry leader. He was once asked by a journalist, who would be or who is the most important person in this direct selling industry? And he said, and this is a key message which is valid for all the companies, he said, the new associate, the new person who comes into your business the next day. And that's a very valid and very important and very strong message. And I think we must build on this again. We must work together, partner together to become a balanced business. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my second video webinar conference. It is a new experience to me to talk to you, not having a face-to-face conversation. And I'm really thrilled and excited, and I'm looking forward to meet a lot of you people, a lot of you guys, to talk to you, to sit together, to work together on strategies, find the loopholes in our business, sort out the issues, and build up the business in those countries we are already in, and in the upcoming countries we're going to launch. Have a good year, have a lot of fun, have a lot of success, and hope to see you all soon. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much, Jörg. Appreciate you joining us on the call tonight. Really grateful to hear your background, and can't wait to get you out there and get you face-to-face with our ASEA partners and friends so they can really get to know you like I've got to know you over the last several months. Guys, it's a wonderful year. Jörg showed you the plan. I love the fact that we can share this with our associates and make this strategic focus all together. 2016 is a special year. You can see that in our strategies. There are some exciting new things coming. So I encourage you to stay very close to your email, jump on every conference call that you can connect to. Watch the coming weeks, because there is more and more exciting announcements that are sure to make a huge impact in your business. Before I close, there were a couple of questions. You may have noticed just a little bit ago on a calendar, that the calendar dates for our European conference were not correct on that calendar. The actual correct dates are September 22nd through the 24th. The majority of the event, or the main part of that event, will be on the 23rd and 24th, and there may be some add-on things happening on the 22nd as well. So please make sure you mark that date on your calendars. Guys, thank you very much for joining us on this call this evening. Look forward to a very special and wonderful 2016 all together, and I can't wait to see you very soon. Thank you.